Y'all, wake up. We got to talk. There is breaking news. Diddy's lawyers have just got a win. And by his lawyers, no, I don't mean Mark Agnafilio and his Benny Hill antics. I'm talking about his new lawyer, Shapiro, the woman lawyer. And no, she is no relation to Robert Shapiro, but she is making motion in court. Do you know that the appellate judges have just awarded Diddy the right to go for a new bail hearing? That's right. Diddy could be a free man out there walking around terrorizing witnesses in 5 to 10 business days. And on top of that, the U.S. government actually objected, but the appellate court said, no, we're going to have to let them cook. Y'all, let's get into this. Because at the end of the day, this was a win for Diddy. And by win, I mean he's sitting up there teaching the roaches how to Harlem shake in jail. So I guess it's a little win. But it does show that his new legal counsel is actually making waves. Now, will this be successful? A lot of lawyers say no. But just the fact that she could even squeak out this victory, it's saying something. When you combine with the fact of what Diddy wants to do with the gag orders, when you combine on the fact that Quincy's starting a YouTube channel, or a vlog. I think he already has a YouTube channel. When you combine with the fact of what his mama was talking about, when you combine with the fact that Shine's documentary is dropping, when you combine with the fact that Carisha pleases on Revolt, what does this have to do with everything? Diddy is about to launch a staunch PR campaign. We cannot honestly believe, as much as we were feeling good that justice is served and he is off the street, we cannot honestly believe that a man that literally got away with some of the most heinous accusations, that's what's being alleged for the last 30 years, is going to sit quietly and just whittle away. Diddy got $50 million, according to Mark Agnafilio, sitting on deck. He is ready, according to the government, to bribe, to coerce, and to throw all the money at the problem to buy him his freedom. I know he's sitting in jail saying, as soon as I get out, I'm taking a one-way trip to Belize and then getting on a boat and going to wherever the sea takes them. Honestly, y'all, we need to actually talk about this. This is all hands on deck, and we're going to be following this closely. But first, let's talk about this motion, okay? It is being reported that the Second Circuit of Appeals is allowing Sean Diddy Combs to put his bail appeal on hold while he seeks a new bail hearing in the U.S. District Court. Now, the only reasons that he would have to seek a new bail hearing, hold on really quick, y'all. Already got denied. I know what you guys are saying. He already got denied bail 2 times. His next course was an appeal. So, why is he being allowed this? Well, because remember all those dumb motions that Diddy was filing last week? Nothing is done um on an accident anymore with Diddy. We need to keep our eyes on the ball. Remember how they said they filed that motion saying that they believe the Department of Homeland Security leaked and and remember when they demanded that they wanted a list of witnesses and why everybody was talking? Everybody was like, we're not giving you the whole list, but we'll give you something. They took that list and now they're using it. They didn't really want the list. They didn't care about any about it. All they wanted that is to say that, if you guys don't know, one of the ways that you can actually get a new bail hearing, even though you've been denied, is a change in circumstances, health issues, right? The defendant's health may have deteriorated. Remember how Diddy was saying he's not doing well in bail? His mom writing tear-filled letters, Quincy being like, we love you, Dad, and this is abhorrent. As much as there were idiots online, and when I say idiots, I mean people with empathy, but I do believe that Diddy in his camp will play anybody that got empathy for that mofo and spin it in order to get him out. They weren't doing it just because they wanted to say it. They were doing it because they wanted to create some type of proof that their lawyers could take into the new bail hearing and show, look at this. This is all the stress is deteriorating. He's not eating. He might need a private chef. He fears for his life. All those stupid things that we were laughing at Diddy, there was a method to his madness. Now, will it work? Doubtful, but they trying, and that's what's important. And it lets you know you can't have empathy or sympathy or offer forgiveness to someone before they've actually been held accountable for what they did, because Diddy does not plan to be accountable. Diddy don't plan to do anything but keep on Diddying. New evidence that they said the defense may have uncovered new evidence that strengthens the argument for release, such as unreliable testimony or new forensic results. Now, I do have to say this: nobody has testified There isn't forensic results, but they're still going to make a case off of the little bit the feds actually share it with them and change legal situation. There may be legal changes like rulings in related cases. There weren't, but a billion people have filed suit on him, and the impact about how bail laws apply to the defendants. They're also trying to maybe see legal errors in prior hearings. Inadequate consideration. The defense might argue that the lower court did not adequately weigh all the factors required by law, such as risk of flight or danger to the community. Violation of rights. They could claim that their constitutional rights, such as due process, were violated during previous hearings. Does this sound familiar to you guys? Does this not sound like what the dumb press releases that Diddy's lawyers have been putting out? The dumb motions. Does it not sound like that dumb letter Janice Combs wrote? Does it not sound like Quincy's dumb Instagram posts? Here's the funny thing. Diddy's kid should not be held accountable for anything he does. But any of the grown people that insert themselves into this with the effect of getting their dad out of jail, well, baby, you guys should be held accountable for that too. Because at the end of the day, as much as people want to have sympathy, and I'm not implying that anybody go and say anything, go harass. No, I'm saying that we need to realize that they have an agenda, and their agenda is to get their dad out because they believe their dad is out. And these children are 33, are 30, are 26. Their agenda is to get their father out of jail, and they will do anything and sacrifice anyone to do it because, just hear me out. If everything that is true, that is being said and alleged in these lawsuits are true, his sons didn't just know about it. They participated in some way or shape or form in the criminal enterprise. This is not loving, concerned children. These are grown men who are, by every indication, going to be considered cohorts and co-conspirators, and they helped him run the criminal organization according to the US government. I'm just saying there's a place in empathy, but baby, we see what you're doing. Anyway, a prosecutorial misconduct. Did they not just file something saying that they believe that the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, was framing them and did everything wrong? Brady violations, that the prosecution failed to disclose exculpatory evidence that would have impacted the judge's decision to deny bail. I don't see that happening. And misleading information. If the prosecution presented information that was later proven to be false or misleading, a new bail hearing could be testified. Nothing has been proven, but they're going to try. Did he spend his whole career lying, scheming, conniving, according to the federal government, coercing, according to the federal government, coercing, bribing, threats of violence, actually violence? Please. Quincy is defending a man that put a car bomb in a potential suitor and first snatched him off the street before the. Y'all gotta stop. I'll make a different video about that because it's actually pretty funny. Listen, they're also saying the judge has discretion to reassess the bail. We already know they losing on that front. And also, the Second Circuit's deference to the district court. The Second Circuit may defer to the U.S. District Court for a fresh hearing if they believe it is more appropriate for a trial judge rather than the appellate court to handle newly emerged issues or factual disputes. Appellate courts typically review decisions for legal correctness rather than reassess the facts. So if the defendant's claim hinges on facts, the district court may need to revisit the case. Again, even though bail has been denied twice, Diddy did request a new hearing because they argued new circumstances, legal errors, and whatnot. Now, listen, is this going to be successful? I doubt it, but they're still trying. Why did I say this? Because we need to ring the alarm. Any person, in my opinion, that shows Diddy any type of, well, we need to wait and see, or any type of sympathy, you are aiding and abetting someone that is like, now you can believe that he's innocent and you're doing right and you could be right. And we could all be wrong. But you know what? I choose to stand by the federal government. I choose to stand by the federal prosecutors. I choose to stand by the victims because I've said it once and I've said it again. Out of all this going on, the one thing, Mr. Innocent Sminnocent, please free my dad. The one thing Innocent Sminnocent Diddy has not done is sign a sworn declaration in Cassie's case, in Little Rod's case, and Liza Gardner's case, in anybody's case, saying that he did not, a sworn declaration before a court saying that they are lying and he did not do any of those horrible things that he's being accused of. And baby, Instagram posts don't count. Baby, put your money where your mouth is. Let's see your John Hancock on the signature, but you can't and you won't. And we all know why. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.